Teams are counting down to kickoff this weekend. The Bears are on the clock with the first overall pick. And while most teams in that position would be looking at a quarterback, the Bears have a unique position. GM Ryan Poles gave his initial assessments on the draft today.
Obviously, I know a lot of questions just about the quarterback. I thought Justin did a good job. I thought we changed a lot. We adapted. We tried to put him in a position to be successful. He showed the ability to be a playmaker, be impactful. He can change games quickly. Does he have room to grow? He does. He has to get better as a passer, and I'm excited to see him take those steps as we move forward.
You have the first pick. There are people that sit there and go, a quarterback might be available there. You're saying Justin's your guy.
Well, we're going to do the same as we've always done. We're going to evaluate the draft class, and I would say this, I'd have to be absolutely blown away to make that type of decision.
Say It Louder is brought to you by Ballybet Sportsbook. It's a new day for a legendary name. Learn more at ballybet.com. Ballybet, let's play.
LaVar and JP here for Say It Louder. Simple question. If you were GM Ryan Poles, you holding on to the pick or are you trading it away?
I think where they're at, because they're so bad, I think you take the best available. And if that best available happens to be a quarterback, then now you have to have the conversation, is Justin Fields our guy? And if Justin Fields is our guy, then how much value can you leverage to trade out of that number one spot and possibly multiply it, maybe get one or two number one picks and maybe in years after that get some decent picks. I like the value proposition of trading out of one because I'm a Justin Fields fan.
I am too.
So I like that proposition, but this team also stinks. So because they stink so bad, you might want to use that number one pick on the best available. I don't know how that measures up when it's a quarterback. That's probably the best available.
Okay, so here's my thing on it is I think you roll with Justin Fields right here. And Justin Fields is a hard evaluation right now for me because he's throwing to me and you out there, and me and you were also blocking for him in Chicago. Like, that situation is bad, but he showed a lot of flashes. His, touchdown numbers went up from 7 to 17. His interception stayed stable from last year. The rushing numbers are absolutely ridiculous. Amazing. So you've seen a quarterback that's made progression without a lot of talent around him. The other thing I start to think about is the evaluation of quarterbacks, because if you select a quarterback in this draft, what you have to say is their grade is that much higher than what Justin's was coming out that you feel like you want to go with him. But I look at Bryce Young as a guy who's a smaller frame. He's not going to have as strong of an arm as Justin Fields. He's not going to have the speed and the athleticism that Justin provides, because we've seen that guy run through tackles to break a play into the open field and score a touchdown. Are you looking at a C.J. Stroud? Because we've seen him at his top end. We know what he has. Is he the competitor that you want? Do you always get that as a question you'll ask about him? And then we start getting into guys like Will Levis and Anthony Richardson. Now we're just playing. We're playing games. So to me, I feel like you know what you have in Justin for the most part. It's always a gamble trying to draft a quarterback in the first round.
Listen, it's a gamble. Most times it doesn't work out. And Justin Fields is a gamer. He's a player. You know what you have in him. Can he continue to trend in the right direction is going to be the biggest question if I'm in that room and I'm those guys evaluating it. And if you come up with he can be a better passer, because it takes a passer to be able to win in the National Football League, then you try to figure out how you build a team that is going to assist him in what it is that you're trying to do.
And I'll say the other hard evaluation point, Justin Fields throwing to All-Americans at Ohio State. Bryce Young's throwing to All-Americans at Alabama. So if you don't have the talent around them, it's hard to predict what they're going to do. The poll question, should the Bears draft a quarterback with the number one pick? 64% of America saying no right now. I would tend to agree with those people.
Mike, I think they got this one right.